component, and change the collision detection, and select continuous. Do the same for the car. In order to update our physics more frequently, we need to increase the fixed time. You can find fixed time in the project settings. Set it to 0.01. With the new changes, let's increase the forward force to 50,000. Now it's time to create some UI. Inside the hierarchy, right-click, UI Object, and select Text. Readjust the windows, and put the scene mode in 2D in order to see the text window properly. Place the text window in the appropriate place on the canvas. Import both TMP importer notifications. Type 250 as the default score value. Center the text. Resize the text to 48, and make the text window large enough for a big number. Let's allow the text to scale with the window, and also match the width and height. Head over to Text, and adjust the color and font of the score. The score of our game will be measured by distance. Create a script attached to the text, and call it score. Now in Visual Studio, clean up the script by removing the first two using tags and the start method. Create a variable for the player transform. Type public transform, and we will give it the name player. From the update, we want to access the player position on the Z-axis. Let's test it in the console by typing debug.log player position on the Z-axis. In order for this to work properly, the Z-axis for the player position must start at 0. Move the player to 0 on the Z-axis. Now adjust the ground and camera as needed. drag the car into the score script inside the text object. When we hit play, there should be a constant player position update in the console. We need to add another using statement for the UI. Type UnityEngine.UI. This allows us to write code for the user interface. Now it's time to add the text variable. Type public text, and let's call it score text. And instead of debug.log, we are going to type score text equal to player position, Z. In order to convert the number into text, we need to type to string, with parentheses. Seems like I used the incorrect text component. Remove the text component. And look for the text component in the inspector. Add it and adjust it accordingly. When we hit play, it should display the location of the player in the UI. The only issue now is that we really don't need that many decimal points. Hop over to Visual Studio. Between the parentheses, type quotation marks with a 0 in the middle. Now when you hit play, the score should be a whole number. One more thing to sharpen up the text. Go to Canvas, under the inspector, and click Pixel Perfect.